Yes, we can see you.
Hi,
And you can
Sanjay.
hear me. Hi, Sushant. Hi, Richa. Hi, Amrish, and I think more than 150 people here. Uh, so, uh, so I'll just share my experience about it. In fact, Sushant, you forgot to mention one thing as to why people join your course also. Besides the fact that it is, I think, by far the most comprehensive course you will ever come across. I actually came to this course from a very different angle. I didn't want to learn numerology. Okay. I wanted to actually understand how to use numerology from a healing perspective. So I do a lot of healings, a lot of sessions for a whole lot of people. And I wanted to understand what is it, when you're drawing symbols or you're using various technology, healing techniques. And why do you do a certain thing in a certain way? Why don't you do it why do you do it a number of times? Why do you do, for example, one of the things which I've been using almost every day is why do you do healing at a specific time? Okay. Now, I don't know whether Sushant mentioned this on his call, but there are certain times in a day when you do something, when you want to start something new or you want to do a healing session, the impact of what you do at that time just multiplies 10x, right? So let's say you want to call a new client. It's the best time to call a new client. Okay. Like Sushant explained something which he does and which kind of surprised me because I thought numerology is just one thing. He covers 4 different numerology streams, right? So there's the Indian numerology stream, which is Ank Shastra. There's the Chinese, there's the Chaldean. And the point is that he, you can spend a lifetime learning all 4 of these, or you can come here and learn the specifics of what you need to apply in your life. And that was an eye opener for me. So you remember when he said, I think he was talking about the number 4, that they're the people who work a lot, and number ones are the people who lead. And he talked about this concept of that if you're working together with an X number, you need to know how that person is, and then accordingly tailor your approach to that person, because that person inherently has a certain personality and so on and so forth. And when I learned numerology with him, it's then when that aha moment happened that, oh my God, this person, this friend of mine always does this in this way because, he's got the personality of an X number and hence, behaves in a certain way. Like, remember there was a number 5 who was a very happy-go-lucky person who, I can't remember her name, sorry, right now, who was there on this call itself. And that's how number 5s are, right? You be around them, they're happy, they're like the prince, princess, or whatever you might want to say in that sense. And so aspects about myself, aspects about the closest people around me, application with clients, right? So when I'm doing healing sessions with clients, and it's an understatement when you say that this is in depth, is just beyond. It just blows your mind because he covers so much. I mean, like when he said about from the number, the house number you stay in affects you, right? The phone number you have affects you, and the best part is to fix anything. The common misconception, or at least I had that misconception. I don't know about others, was that कि न्यूमरोलॉजी अगर कर रहे हैं तो नाम चेंज करना पड़ता है, you know. And then he goes ahead and teaches you not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ways. He teaches you something like 15 different ways in which you can sort an issue, if you've born under a certain number and so on. So that means, somebody, and the remedies are so simple. You could apply a remedy with just a pen and paper, right? So you don't need an expensive, routine or so on and so forth. Just 10 minutes maybe where you sit with yourself and with a pen and paper and apply that solution to bring about a change in your life, right? And that is what, then I was like, okay, this is something completely different. I never even imagined something like this would be there. And so, yeah, so that's in short what I experienced, and there's a lot more. And like Sushant says, 40 plus things he covers. He actually, I think, covers a lot more.